All right, good morning, guys. Today we're looking at RevB. We have BTTX here looking pretty decent. PHGE also looking all right. It's a little bit below where I'd like it to be right now, but it could come back. Who knows? TBLT is looking pretty good, running up pretty high. Definitely from today at 414, going all the way up to just under $6. We have GovX here, kind of the same deal. Was sitting pretty stagnant for a while at $1.65, managed to make its way up to just about $2. IFRX, not a lot of data to go off of, but some of these candles look pretty decent, so we might see some movement out of it. And then we have PTPI showing up, going from 74 cents all the way to just over $3. So that was a pretty big move. We're hoping to see this pick up in the market as well. When the market opens, and we will see this probably move, I would assume, maybe go higher. Although this candle is pretty wicked, so if that was just institutional buying, it'll likely drop on open. So we're gonna see here right now. Gonna get ready to place that order. Let's take a risk on PTPI here. I think maybe closer to VWAP. We'd be looking at about 266 for an entry. We're gonna go for, let's try for $3 here, and then just a 260 stop loss. That gives us about 6 cents. Puts us down a little bit there. This is definitely a risky trade. I would not follow blindly if you're just if you're averse to risk here. If you don't want to take that big risk, because this is definitely going to be something that's risky. We also have BTTX that's looking pretty good. PHGE is looking like it's picking up, and TBLT is still running. So we're going to go ahead and probably open up a TBLT trade as well. It's sitting up pretty high, another risk, so we're going to go for somewhere around $6 ish. We're going to go for 660, and then we're going to give it a 585 stop loss. So we're going to give it 15 cents there. Not too bad of a stop loss. I do expect to see this climb pretty quick. We are at 622. We did hit a high there, just under 630. PTPI at 280 currently. BTTX back down a little bit onto VWAP. Looks like it's holding on that VWAP line pretty nicely. So we're going to also open up a BTTX play here to maybe 240. Let's go for 243. We're going to go for 260 as a PT, and then just a 237 stop loss. So we're going to give it 6 cents again. So all of these are speculative, pretty risky plays, I'd say. All right, we have TBLT here, sitting at 618, hit a high of 630. PTPI still dropping a little bit to this 270 area. That might be where we buy in. GovX kind of going nuts as well. So we've got TBLT running pretty good, BTTX looking pretty good, GovX looking pretty good, PTPI looking very speculative still. RevB not really doing much. We have PHGE looking like it wants to come back, and IFRX not doing anything. So that's basically where we sit right now. BTTX is hitting our entry price, so we're going to go ahead and take an entry on that. Holy moly, man. Gotta set this ledger again. Try to keep my computer on as long as possible so I don't have to do this, but sometimes it just closes itself. All right. PTPI hitting that entry point of 266. A little bit of a dip there to 265. It's PTPI, and then we got TBLT. TBLT is currently at 630 here from our $6-ish entry. And then we have BTTX, not BTTTX, at 230 here, massive drop. So we will be stopping out on that. And that was a 237 stop. Okay. GovX still looking good. It still looks like it's got a lot of momentum. It did bounce off of that VWAP line very nicely here. We do have quite a bit of volatility, so it's going to be hard to get a good trade on GovX, but we're going to try it. We're going to try for a 188. We're going to go for $2 here, and then a 184 stop loss. We're going to give it about 4 cents. We don't need a ton of room. I don't think it's going to save us having too much room, but you could give it up to maybe 5 cents. TBLT at 650 here, just hitting that 660 mark, which was our PT. So that is PT TBLT taking some profits here. All right. Not looking too bad with that one. BTTX still staying pretty low. This could be a good opportunity to buy in at this level. I do think this will probably turn bullish again, but it's kind of hard to say at this point. PTPI is at 6 or 275 here from our entry around 265. So you could start to take a little bit of profit here if you want to. I think I'm going to take a little bit off the table. Taking some profit on PTP. Whoop. Some profit on PTPI. At 275-ish. 276 isn't looking too bad. Okay. So we still have a lot left in that. GovX, we're also looking okay on. We do see this ranging from 189 up to about 195 right now. Hoping we break through this final resistance, start moving up a little bit more. TBLT took a little bit of a dip. We do have BTTX breaking down even more so here. So we're on that final support line here at 220. I think I'm going to risk it one more time trying to get on BTTX to see if this will turn around for us around 220. We're going to go for a 240. We're going to make it a big one. And we're going to go for a 215 stop. I don't think we could go much lower than 215. Let's see. Let's give it a 214 stop. That makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Not a whole lot. We're still pretty close, but I think we're getting there slowly. Gonna make some good trades here. TBLT almost all the way back down here at 613 now. GovX 195. BTTX in that 220 area for an entry. See if we get a little bit more of a dip. 218. Not bad. That makes up for that 1 cent I want to scrape up. GovX 195, but we did see it hit 198, almost that $2 mark. We could probably start to think about taking some profits on GovX. We're going to take some profits on it around 2. Almost got 10 cents out of that. We do have PTPI here, almost at 280 now. Still looking good. It's not as momentous as I would have liked, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Yesterday was pretty crap, so we'll take what we can get today. Still looking okay here. GovX 196 did hit that 197 area again. BTTX has yet to turn around, but we might be safe here. If you got in at 218 or possibly 217 if it shows, you could probably move this down to 212 as a stop. I think that's still pretty reasonable as well. Yeah, I know, BTTX, yeah. All right, so we're hoping for that turnaround on BTTX here. TBLT could be another good opportunity here at 590 on the VWAP, so let's go ahead and get ready to open up another TBLT trade. We're going to say 590-ish. We're going to go for a 640 PT and then a 5. Give it a 575. Yeah, we'll go 575. That's a stop. Give it a little bit more room. I'm not sure if we'll hold all the way down to 575. We really don't hit any major support lines past that VWAP. So if we see a breakdown from VWAP, we'll probably just cut. But it's good to have it. Trying to see if PHGs were trading. Still a maybe. We're at 205 here on GovX. Looks like it might. No, it's not going to halt. I don't think the stock ever halts. But 206, we could definitely start to take some more profits here. Take some more. Oh, that's PT. GovX. Take some more profit around 208-ish. We saw that spike up to 206. BTTX. Oh, don't want to create an alert. Nope. No, I do not. BTTX looking like it is bouncing off that 200, so far we're looking good on that. TBLT just touching that 590 area, so that will be our re-entry. Let's see what we can accomplish here on TBLT as it hits back up to $6. Looks like GovX still wants a little bit more to go. We still have a little bit left in it, but I do think that it should come back down pretty dramatically here. We have PTPI coming down a little bit as well. PHE not really doing a whole lot. RevB, I think this is probably worth closing. IFRX is worth closing. What else we got? We got TPIC here we could take a look at. TPIC's looking pretty good, so we'll keep that open for now. It's kind of a high price, but we'll come back to that. We got SunW. Didn't look in the pre-market, but as it opens, it's looking good, so we can keep that open as well. Most alerts are coming in from GovX and TBLT right now. We have FTCI we could take a look at. Also looking pretty good. Okay, so we have a couple things that are looking half decent. They're all running up right now, so we're gonna have to wait for pullbacks, but that means we can get rid of this. Price action's not really there, and the price point's too high. GovX back at 205 there. It does hit that 207, just under 208. BTTX looking like it's coming back down to that 200 EMA. We'll see if that can hold. And TBLT with a nice green candle, bringing us back up to 610. We are 20 cents in profit on TBLT. You could probably start to think about taking some profits here at 610 if you want. Secure a little bit. I'm going to take some profits on TBLT around, I guess, 620. We're getting close to 620. Okay, GovX coming back down a little bit. PTPI hit stop with the remainder. SunW hasn't done much yet. FTCI is not doing much yet. BTTC or BTTX could be a that slow one that we get every day. We find a slow one somewhere that we accidentally take. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping for like a solid 30-cent move here. GovX broke out. Yep. There's that above 608 that we were waiting to take profits on. So looking good there. You can take profits anywhere here. Still going to leave a runner in it. Not very much because I do think this still needs a pullback, but enough that we could make sure we secure some more profits if we need to. TBLT coming back down a little bit here. We did hit 617. BTTX looking like it is moving up a tiny bit here. PTPI looks like it is going to break down. We can move that stop because that's gone now. SunW down to VWAP. This could be a good potential entry. It's going to be a little bit risky, but I think I'm going to take that chance. SunW, going to go for a 188 entry. We're going to try for $2 and then a 183 stop. So we're going to give it about 5 cents. 183. You could probably go 184 if you want, maybe even 185. Those seem pretty okay. So not hard stuck on this stop. You can move it up tighter if you want to. TBLT back down to 590. It looks like it was definitely a good thing we took some profits on that. That was quite the hefty drop. Okay, GovX back to 210 here. Did hit a high there, 214. PTPI continues to drop. PHGE not doing anything. SunW up a little bit. We hit a high of 194 there. FTCI not doing anything. GovX picking up some of the momentum on the scanner right now. Not liking BTTX? Yeah, it's not looking great. It's holding that 200 EMA, but I mean, like, there's only so many times it's gonna bounce before it falls through. MACD is gaining here, but without that price action, this could just mean that another drop is going to come here. So, gonna give it a couple more seconds and we'll see. We did see a high 224 there, so we did have an opportunity for slight profits. Nothing fantastic though. GovX still sitting up pretty high. TBLT looking like it might bounce again. We are negative on that MACD, so we don't. I'm not ready to take another full position on this yet. I do think I'm gonna have to wait it out. Yeah, we're gonna wait this one out, I think. PTPI might bounce here. We see bands coming in pretty tight. This could be a good area for it. So I think I'm going to jump back in on PTPI. Seems kind of crazy, but it might work. 255. We're going to try for 280. And then we're going to try for a 2... We'll give it a 248 stop. 248. Pretty far down. Gives us plenty of room. Trying to make it... That's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, it looks like PTPI has almost no choice. It has to recover here. We are bouncing again on BTTX. GovX in 212 here. We did see a high at 214. Maybe we can break this and hit another new high. TBLT almost back to $6 here. We did see 612 out of it. PTPI, so far so good. SunW back down pretty dramatically here. So if you have yet to get your entry, now would be the time. We are breaking down a little bit from that view up. It is a little worrisome. MACD is going negative here. So unless we see a retracement here pretty quick, I would say it's probably almost time to bail on it. But we're going to see here pretty quick if we're bailing. Yeah, this is looking like a bailing kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and say cutting SunW for as close to break even. I don't think I'll get much closer than 186 here, so I think I'm going to take that and call it on SunW. It could turn around. It very well could. We'll leave this out there just to see what happens, but I'm not too confident in this trade, so I don't want to risk much more than the 2 cents it already took. GovX hits that 214. We did see 215 out of it, so it is breaking into new highs here. Looking pretty good there. BTTX still doing absolutely nothing. TBLT still consolidating. This is a good consolidation. I think we could probably look to get maybe another full position at like 590 if it gives it to us again, because this does look like a pretty heavy consolidation. MACD's looking like it's going to turn back up. We still have quite a bit left in the last trade, so I'm not too worried about jumping in again with a full one at a high price. But if we hit that 590 mark, that could be another good opportunity here. So go 590. We're going to aim for 640. And then a 575 stop again. So we're going to give it the same stop. We're going to enter for a new trade here if it comes back down. GovX 215. Looks like it's struggling to break. We have a lot of sellers stacking on this side here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can break this 215. We're slowly eating away at that big number, so that's definitely a good sign. We might get exhausted before we break it. There we go. We breaks 216. Gonna go ahead and secure some more profits. I haven't done so in a while. Make sure we're getting the most out of this. TBLT still sitting there. BTTX still sitting at 219. SunW would have hit our stop, so we now know. FTCI did drop down to view up at 466, came back up. The range isn't really too great on this. It's kind of lame. So we're gonna just go ahead and go DKSE instead. DKSE, was that what I read? DSKE. God, that was hard to say. $8, not really what I'm looking for. I should probably look at the price before I just pull up the chart anyway. NM. Price action's not really there. SPWR. Price range is high. Volatility range is low. Yeah, not a good option either. TNXP again. We do have a little bit of revenge trading to do on this at some point, so maybe we'll get it out of the way now. It is holding our view up at 271 or 171, so we could go ahead and try TNXP play. TNXP 170. I'm gonna try for 180 on it. 180 is like pretty far away. The range on this is really slim, so that's what really it hurts to sit here and try and take a play on this. But you know what? We're gonna wait it out a little bit because I'm not actually sure if we're gonna see much in terms of gains here for this one. So I kind of want to make sure that the risk is justified. Is PTPI halted? Yeah. Yeah, it's halted. Halted on what, though? That's definitely not 10% there. Halted on news, maybe? PGY is curling. You can take a look at PGY. Yeah, it's curling. The range isn't terrible on it. It's kind of near that top though. I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't really like PGY, but it does look like it could be a half decent trade. The only thing that really worries me is the fact that we're pretty close to break even on that MACD. We do have the top band coming in, so that's two things to say this the run could possibly be getting close to being over on that. I hope I'm not stuck in PTPI forever here. TBLT range right in between. Are you sure you're talking about TBLT? TNXP, yes. Yeah, it is from 160 to 175, yeah. It's kind of... I mean, like, that's not a bad margin. You could definitely make that work if you had to. TBLT is at 630 here. We're getting really close to that PT. So we could probably think about taking some more profits. Maybe, I mean, like 640 is pretty close, so we might as well wait for it. BTTX takes a nasty drop, so if you didn't take a break even on it or slightly better, or maybe you wait to see that breakdown first, it's definitely time to get out of BTTX. GovX definitely down a little bit after hitting a high of 217. It's a good thing we took a little bit of profits there. PTPI still halted. TNXP, nice green candle. Sun W looks like Jackal. I gotta say, man, if you put your stop 1 cent lower than me on this one, it looks like you would have been fine again. Yeah, literally. Literally, look at that. Every time. It's like right there. It's always there. I need to start giving myself 1 extra cent. No, actually, I gave this one 1 extra cent. It's like magic. It is like magic. In the worst possible way. I might jump back in on Sun W at some point here, but volume's pretty low, so I'll have to wait and see. TBLT did hit up to 640 there, so that is PT on it. TBLT taking some more profit. It is coming back down, it looks like, so we might get that re-entry we're looking for in TBLT. Still have a little bit left. Really hoping PTPI unhalts here pretty quick. Sun W, and not doing a whole lot. TNXP currently range trading between 169 and 173, so only a 4 cent range. Nothing great about that. Checking to see if any news popping up. JCSC we could take a look at. Just literally straight up. No volume, lots of volume. We've been in that situation before, so we're going to give it a little bit here to see if it can hold that volume. TBLT has been the best stock today. I will agree with that. First time we hit it from 605 to 660, and then we just hit it from 589 to 640. I think it went up to 641 actually or something, but then, I mean, like if it comes down a little bit more, we'll get a re-entry. Yeah, probably related to its buyout. Yeah, it could be stuck in this for quite some time. I really hope not, but oh well. We shall see. I hate when companies halt on news because it could literally be all day that they hold it. 201 was the low on GovX here. JCSE coming down a little bit. MACD's definitely cooling off. TBLT got as low as $6. That's pretty close to where we want it to be, but I still think we could probably get a little bit lower. It's close to VWAP, yeah. It's getting there. ES is tanking. Yeah, it sure is. I was actually playing it this morning during, where was it? I think I started right here. Unfortunately, I took a couple longs and it went really well, and then I tried to short somewhere like here, thinking, oh yeah, it's at the top, and it just was not the top, by far. PTPI. Really wish I would unhaul pretty quick here, but I think we're out of luck with that one. TBLT back up to 620. Maybe we'll see some good gains out of TBLT. So why is it tanking if GDP made it run? What else was there today? Not even sure. Don't look at the market briefs. This was from 27th. GDP annualized, nah. Not a whole lot. Yeah. GovX is looking okay. JCSE, yeah, we're going from lots of volume back to fairly low volume. It looks like it's dying. Sun W starting to get a little gappy here, not a good thing. TNXP back up to 4 or 5 cents here. Again, it's pretty slim margins. It's not looking great. Of course, it's going to break out here. If it breaks this high, it could really run, but yeah, not looking great. I think really our best option is TBLT. I mean, maybe BTTX if it starts to get some volume, and GovX. I'd like to get it back at about $2 before I buy into it. TBLT, GovX still stealing all the volume for the day. We got CMRA popping out. We are hitting that 177 mark on TNXP. We'll try CMRA. CMRA looking pretty good, actually. I like the way the stock is looking. Definitely a huge increase in volume, but nothing too bad. We could try a CMRA play. We're going to go for a 345 entry. We'll go for about 375 as a PT, and then a 335 stop loss. So we're going to give it 10 cents. Okay, we'll see where that takes us. TBLT back down a little bit. We've got BTTX still climbing its way back up. We have GovX almost hitting that high a day. PTPI still halted. Yeah, we're seeing, well, it's holding the volume, but it's definitely coming back down in price currently, so we're not going to be touching JCSE just yet. Sun W still looking spotty. TNXP could not break that high, so looks like it'll probably come back down. We're seeing a bounce off of CMRA here. Come on, TBLT. Anytime now. It's like the market just decides randomly it's going to slow down basically to a stop. Because we're not seeing like anything do much of anything at all. It's one of those times where I just want to open up a game of League. Well, we're seeing some profits on CMRA at least, so that's nice. But I would really like to see some of these other ones start to actually move too. I mean, TBLT's not doing bad. It's moving up and down a little bit. We're making some profit off it. We hit 370 on CMRA. That was pretty close to PT. Could definitely take some profits there. Taking some profits, CMRA 370-ish. Definitely want to secure some here because, again, when you just pull up a ticker and you haven't really been watching the price action, you have a lot less data to go off of, which makes it a little extra risky. It's just better to make sure you secure some of that profit. I had a feeling today was going to be kind of boring. I feel like the whole rest of this week is going to be pretty boring. Oh, I'm also going away August. I think in August, I think it's the first week. I think I'm gone the Friday. I could probably trade the Friday morning. Trade the Friday morning, and then I'm gone until Monday, so I won't be trading on Monday. Taking another little vacation. Friday was lit last week. Did I miss that? I think I missed that. GovX at 223. We saw a huge spike on that. Yeah, I did miss it. I know. It's always the days I miss. I like rarely ever take a day off the market, and the times I do, it's like it's crazy good. It's weird. I should just retire so y'all can get rich. Pass the torch on. 214 or 224 here on GovX. Not bad if you're still looking to secure some profits. This is probably the final place I would be looking to secure profits before a decent pullback. Still looking at about 205 as a good pullback area. TNXP is breaking out of its high now, so that's definitely good news. We did see 370 on CMRA. Still looking for higher. TNXP, maybe we'll take it if it comes back down to VWAP. Other than that, we're just waiting for TBLT to actually do something here. Nasty, nasty drops on ES. Look at that. All the way down. TBLT, come on. Slingshot. Let's go. Did he? That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I should let you guys do it more often. Like I'll still show up, but someone can like, I don't know, if somebody has something they want to like present on or talk about, definitely. Because most of the time I'm just there if you guys have questions or anything. That 1 week you missed, I think we actually had quite a few people show up, but they were all like 20 minutes late. I can't remember if I ended up staying past the time or not, but I kind of had my fingers crossed. I was like, oh, maybe nobody's gonna show up. Maybe I can just sit here and play a game. But then people showed up. I think we had actually some actual questions too. Yes, that was the time. Yeah, I think you showed up a couple minutes after everybody else showed up, which is funny because you said you weren't going to be there. PTPI still not doing anything here. TNXP looks like it might be coming back down. CMRA not doing a whole lot. TBLT is not doing anything. GovX is not doing much. Yeah, found the internet. Oh my god, this is slow. Is there actually nothing else moving? Are we missing stuff? Like, am I just not finding the right tickers today? SNPX. Yeah, I got CMRA. It's still looking okay. We can start looking at some whitelist stuff. KPLP. Never mind, this is probably even the worst idea, but we'll try FEDX. Yeah, never mind, we're not going to go on the whitelist. FXLV we could try. Could be decent. Oh, we have some price action. It's not a lot, but it's something. The range is terrible. Never mind. It's pretty crap. I think we're just stuck with what we got, really. I swear to God, TBLT has been saying it's 612 for like the past 5 minutes. Every time I look at it, it's 612. GovX finally coming down here. There should be some resistance or support here at 214, but I think it could drop down to 211. If it hits 211, we could consider entering, but I'd really like it to come down to 205. CMRA, I'm still hoping we hit about 380 with it. I know we're like PT is 375, but I think 380 is definitely still doable. We're gonna be renting a trailer and going up to Kim's family's property up like in the boonies pretty much, and holy crap, man, renting a trailer is expensive. It looks like cheap. It's like 80 bucks a day, but when you do it for 4 days and you have to pay for insurance and this and that and the add-ons, it's like 800 bucks, and then you're paying for gas, and that's going to be like 400 bucks to get up there and stuff, and then food on top of it, like a $1,500 trip for camping for 2 or 3 days. Must be like part Jewish or something, I swear. I hate spending money. I can't fathom why someone would want to spend that much. But like, I promised we would rent one because I definitely don't want to buy one because that's just a lot of maintenance I don't want to do. Yeah, GovX came down a little bit. Looks like it's going right back up. And this is another thing. Like, we're stuck with stuff like this where it should be coming down more, and we're not. There's not a good entry yet. So we're basically just sitting on our hands waiting for something to present itself, and nothing really is. I mean, TBLT gave us the entry, but it hasn't gone up high enough for us to even bother selling yet. And VST went earlier. Well, you know what? It can't really be that bad. It could do something. We might actually have to look at shorting things. Be great if PTPI in Halton. It was at like, I don't know, maybe $15 or $16. That would make my day. Besides that, though, I think we're basically going to sit here being bored. Maybe we'll try ES plays. It's looking pretty close to a buy opportunity here. Yeah, somewhere like there. Oh, hey, I think I still have paper trading open. Nope. All right, I'd have to open up the paper trading to do it here. Big candles on GovX. Let's take a look. They are big candles. The problem is they should be big candles going down. Unless we see this bounce right here. Check back in on this in a minute. I mean, we're already up a couple points here. 2 points so far. Okay, back to the menu here. Not the menu. The scanner. Nope, nothing new. All right. That's cool. I suppose we can sit here for a while and just talk. Maybe we'll have a therapy session instead of a trading session. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. What did we do yesterday? It wasn't very good yesterday. The 27th was Monday? Wednesday. Holy crap. No, hang on. Don't, yeah, the one I'm talking about, 26th. So that's Tuesday. Tuesday was pretty good. Sig is still climbing? Yeah, no kidding. It's like that's almost like a fallacy in trading, saying, "Oh, this thing ran. I should have done this." It'll really get you in a down mood every time you look at something and say, "Damn, I should have done that." And the problem is you could do it all the time with everything. Everything looks so easy to trade after the fact. Well, it looks like this should be the bottom on ES unless it plans on continuing its fall, but we're seeing a new low. It could continue its fall. GovX is down quite a bit here. We're hitting, we passed that 210 support line. I mean, we could be looking at about 205 for an entry. Gonna hold our breath here and hope we hit it and don't go much further down. I think I'm gonna put out the signal to open a trade around that price point. So GovX, maybe 205-ish. Probably gonna aim for at least 220. And then just like a $2 stop, I think. Let's go $2 stop. Right there. And since we're bored, we could chart some new support and resistance lines, because why not? There we go. Nice and colorful. TBLT is crashing. Well, I mean, it did go back up to about 630, so that's not too bad from our entry. That is 30 cents profit. It is coming back down a little bit, yeah, but we'll see what happens here. If you get the chance, 630 is definitely a good place to take some profits, or even 625. Anything above 20 cents on a $6 stock is what you should be probably aiming for as your first scale out point. CMRA went down to 343. I wasn't even watching it. Went all the way back up to 371. We still have yet to hit PT on the runner, but we're getting closer. We moved 1 cent closer, so. GovX all the way down to that 203 area. So we did get our entry on GovX. That's good news. We're moving. We're doing stuff. This feels good. Now let's see it climb all the way back up to 220 with absolutely no problem. Going back around, seeing if there's anything I missed. Kind of hard to say I missed anything when nothing's moving. TBLT is still sitting around that 612 mark. Could you imagine if I was still trading like 2 hours a day live on this stuff? I think I'd have to take a nap. I'd probably just turn the stream on and nap. I'd like enter 2 or 3 things that looked half decent at the time and just go to bed. What's my GovX stop loss? $2. Right. I was confused what you meant, and now I remember. Going to be pretty salty if it hits my stop loss and then takes off. There should be absolutely no reason this hits stop loss. And yet it will. And yet it does. Not GovX, but usually they do. Ah, crap, I just accidentally closed the chart. Isn't there an undo button on this? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Command Z, that's what it was. No, that doesn't bring back the tab. What are we missing here? We're in GovX, so we have that. TNXP. Oh, CMRA, that's what we're missing. Can't undo close tabs. You can in Brave, which is really nice because I do that all the time when I'm switching tabs. I accidentally close one. That's the major downside to doing charts this way instead of splitting your screen into 4, so you barely have to do it. Yeah, sometimes you accidentally do that. Come on, don't do this. You better go back up. 208. Please, you can hit 210 at least. Well, I got 204. I could technically move my stop down, but if I move my stop down, that means you have to move your stop down, so I'm just not going to move my stop down. It's totally going to stop me out, and it's going to stop right there, and you're going to be fine. I'm predicting that right now. That's what's going to happen. Let's see this. Right to my stop. All right. Okay. And then right back up. I swear to God. Choked. So choked. That's okay. Go ahead and type in that I stopped out on GovX. I should have given it that 1 extra cent. I knew it. I knew it was going to do it, and I still didn't. We'll see, though. Maybe you're not safe yet. It could come back down. Well, this just kind of confirms that GovX is probably dead in the water here for a while, so that's just one less thing that we can trade. Oh, is it gonna do it? Is it gonna do it? Oh, bad luck. You know what? It looked like it was taunting us there. Like it was like, should I? Should I really do it? I think it was kind of choosing who it wanted to piss off there. Did it want to piss me off, or did it want to piss you off, or did it want to piss us both off? I stare at charts too much. Start giving them personalities. It's like Wilson from Castaway, except charts. It's true. I could have got if I got in at 203. Yeah, true. Well, I got in at 204, but if I had the chance to get at 203, if I had timed it a little bit better, I could have. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that recovery. Look at that recovery. This is just insane. It's just one of those days. God damn it. Oh well. I mean, we did okay today. We made 28K so far. Well, we got 15 minutes left. Time to jump back in. Like I really would like to. I think so. You know what? I honestly think so. This is one of those times I would kind of want to be salty about it, but I think it is actually gonna go back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in. Gonna try for 203 this time. Gonna go for 220 and then a 197 97 stop loss. So you need to put yours at 196, I guess. And we'll confirm whether or not this is a fluke that it just happened to get us both, because I could have gotten in lower, or if it just intentionally stopped us both out, as if the stock has intentions to do that. I'm starting to sound like Ross Cameron. Yeah, look at this. It's gonna go up. I can't believe that it stopped us out within like a couple cents here. Oh, gonna move that to 187. And then it's gonna run. I can't do actually. CMRA is doing really well for us though. We're past our PT now. That took forever, but we're finally there. We're almost at 390, so we're, almost 15 cents higher than we should be. TBLT knife. Hey, look at that knife. Not something I want to buy on though. This could be a good recovery, but yeah, it's hard to say. GovX is looking okay, and CRMA or CMRA is looking really good. I can finally call PT on this. This one was bothering me just how long. Same with TBLT, actually. That runner lasted forever. CMRA. Taking some profits, 390. And leaving a runner. I think the CMRA could be a really good winner today. I think $4 is definitely doable. But time will tell. We've got GovX looking like it might stop going up. I'm curious to see if we see a recovery on TBLT off this. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to bounce off VWAP. Okay, it's not going to bounce off VWAP. Oh, maybe it'll bounce off VWAP. Oh no, it's just all over the place. Like, I know that we were up a ridiculous amount on it, but it does not have to take that away from us. Actually, it wasn't even a ridiculous amount. I think the other day on GovX was just way better. Can't remember what day it was. Probably Tuesday. Did we trade GovX on Tuesday? Let's go to trading thing. That was the 26th. Oh yeah, we did trade GovX. Yeah, it was a good winner that day. We made 16% off it. Ayla was the huge winner that day, 40%. Ayla for 39%. And then we got an SPFM for 20%. Ayla for 12% there. Yeah, that was a good day. GovX was traded that day, then on the 27th, and then today. Oh man, this thing is all over the place. Where's CRMA? Back down. Good thing we took some prop. Oh, it hit $4. I didn't see it hit $4. I would have taken more, but it's back down now, so no point. TBLT continues this breakdown to the support line. What are we at? We're at 52% today, so we're not doing terrible. We haven't hit a ton of stops. We hit 1, 2, 3 stops, and we have 1 open trade. Come on, GovX. Come on. If we get a round spike up to 220, I'll call it a day. I don't care if we've got 9 minutes left. I don't think it's going to happen, though. ES has yet to really go anywhere. It looks like it is definitely bottoming out, but this would have been so confusing. You get a signal to sell, it goes down, then you get a signal to buy, and then you immediately get a signal to sell. Too funny. I mean, technically speaking, I could sell GovX for a profit right now. I could do it. Nah, I'm not going to do it, because if I do it, it's going to go up. We all know how this works. The second you sell, it goes up. How about you sell, and I'll tell you how it goes after that. Oh, maybe we make a new high here. I think one of us needs to sell. 209. Yeah, there's really like not even enough profit to justify selling quite yet. Yep, nothing else going on. That one we can close. TNXP is boring. Sun W's got nothing going for it. JCSE, nothing. PTPI will keep open just in case on Hall. CMRA, that one's still going. GovX is hitting 209. Come on, break it. Hit 210. Oh man, there's so many sellers. 240 sellers on that side. Yeah, TBLT definitely not looking fantastic right now. It looks like it could turn around from here. It's pretty well looking like it's bottoming out here. Oh, come on. GovX 208. It is struggling. This is like one of those times where taking profits that are measly might be worth it compared to the alternative of not. taking any profit. It'd be kind of cool if you could have like a little, I mean, you could technically have a little box here with like a YouTube thing and you could just watch like YouTube videos while you're trading. That's what I'm saying here with a screen to my right and a screen to my left and a screen above that I don't want to use for that. Yeah, it does look like we have some buyers coming in. I can't really tell how many at this point, but hopefully we see a nice little push here. CMRA back up in the 380s, so that's looking good. It's a tug of war with shorts, yeah. I mean, technically speaking, we should have been on the shorting side when it hit that 220 level. There was just like almost no chance it was going to go higher. I just really don't like shorting. I feel like a bad guy when I do it. Except when I'm on ES. On ES, it feels really like natural. Anytime now, we're going to see a nice spike on GovX. I was going to say, I didn't say it was going to be a spike up. It could be a spike down. Although, you know, with the bands closing in, this is looking more like a consolidation at this point, which is not a bad thing. Although this could be like a head and shoulders pattern, kind of. I think this shoulder is just too low, though. Might be like 1 or 2% too low. On a 5-minute, it looks like it should be heading back up. Yeah, same on a 3-minute. Some people have lopsided shoulders. Patterns are only as real as people make them, so if people are desperate enough, maybe they'll see it as head and shoulders. And then it'll go down. Yep. It looks like it might be going down. Although the good news is it hitting our stop looks super unlikely. But the bad news is we're basically out of time, so I think I'm gonna have to close this in a minute anyway. We'll have to see where we can end up. I know we're gonna end up at least a little net positive here, maybe a cent or two, but I really should have taken it when it was up here at 208, maybe even 209. Yeah, I think I have to sell. I don't even think this makes up for commissions at this point. Come on, just hit 205. There we go. All right, I'm out. So we made $33,000 today. That's not bad. We're up at 155,000. We still have how many days left in the month to trade? We've got tomorrow. So, but maybe if it's a lucky day, we'll hit 200K, which, you know, pretty crappy if you ask me. Not a very good month. We've had a lot better, but we beat the challenge, so that's what counts. Yeah, 67.6% win rate. Win rate's been a little lower this month. Been pretty hard. I gotta say, this month has kind of just sucked. But all in all, it hasn't been too terrible. We had a couple good days at least. I hit a couple stops here. Ooh, we made 1% on GovX. That's nice. 2% loss, 1% loss, 2.5% loss. We had a good win on GovX earlier. Besides that, everything's been pretty mediocre. We have CMRA I still have a little bit of a runner in CMRA. Not really sure where to cut that. We're at 378 on that, so we'll have to see. GovX I should probably have held, but that's a 206. It looks like it's coming back up. Either way, I didn't really want to hold anything past this point anyway, so yeah, we're doing okay, and I will. Am I still trapped in PTPI? My order never actually got filled. So I'm still waiting. I want to see what happens when it unhalts, but likely I'll just get bored and probably cancel the order. I thought it went through, but I must have just never gotten in, I guess. Might have been a good thing. It could open up and be really down. I'm gonna be sad if it opens up really high though. I guess that's just the nature of trading though. Anyways, hopefully y'all made some money today and it wasn't too boring. But I will see you guys again tomorrow, and hopefully Friday is looking a little bit better than today was, because holy moly. All right, take care, guys.